Well, hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back here to the Megan Moves channel. If you've been here before, you know what time of the week it is. But in case you're new here, I want to welcome you here to the Megan Moves channel. Every week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we do a Disney discussion live stream. Theme park discussion live stream. The topic is different every week, but recently we have been doing a lot of Disney discussion topics where we've been talking about your favorite things to do at Disney World, what you would like to do if you were an Imagineer at Disney World, things that you would add to the parks. We talked about Disney bucket lists. Sometimes we do Disney tips live streams here, but recently we've been doing a lot of really fun Disney discussion topics. So I'm very excited tonight because our new topic is the topic tonight is going to kick off a new series that we're going to be doing for our live streams. And tonight we're going to be talking about our Magic Kingdom faves. So I want to talk tonight about your favorite things to do when you're at Magic Kingdom. This series is going to go on. We're going to do 5 of these because we're going to do all of the Disney World parks. And then we're also going to include Disney Springs as well, because there's a lot of fun things that you can do there at Disney Springs. So I hope you guys are excited for this. I'm excited to share some of my favorite things, also hear what some of your favorite things are. And I think this will be helpful for people that may not have been to Disney World for a while or may have never been to Disney World. I'm frequently asked must-do things to do at the Disney parks or just things to do in general. So hopefully this will spark some ideas for you if you're planning on going to the Disney parks or if you're looking for new things to do. So I'm very excited for it. Let me know in the chat what park you would like to talk about, or Disney Springs, what park or Disney Springs you would like to talk about next week, and we will add that to the list. So as always, before we hop into our discussion, I want to say hi to everybody that's coming in, and thank you so much for all of the comments already. We're already getting a lot of things that you guys enjoy doing. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hope that you are doing well. I also wanted to say that I am glad that we're here tonight because I didn't think we were going to be. It has been crazy weather up here in Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful day today, but last Saturday we had a crazy thunderstorm and we actually lost power, and we just got it back yesterday at noon. And they said that there's supposed to be crazy storms again tonight. So fingers crossed we're not going to lose power again, but we'll see how everything goes. So let's say hi to everyone here in the chat. We've got Sophie the cat. Hello, welcome. We've got Kitty Kathy also here from Pittsburgh. And yes, 82. It was beautiful today. I was outside on our deck editing some videos, doing some research, so I am loving this warmer weather. Hoping that tonight isn't too bad weather-wise. Kitty Kathy is already kicking it off with some of your favorite things to do in the parks, and I absolutely agree with Haunted Mansion and Dole Whip. We're going to come back to some of those, and also Sophie the cat, you are already putting some of your favorite things in. Hey Janelle, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing well tonight. We've got our Deuce and Disney. Hey there, how you guys doing? An Obsessed Rangers fan. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. And yes, yeah, I'm happy it's Wednesday too. It's been a crazy weekend and just starts the week, but we're just very thankful that we have power, and hopefully everything will be able to stay with power for the rest of the week. So, all right, let me see if we've got anybody else in here. We've got Disney Dumbo Lover. Hello, welcome. All right. And yeah, Kitty Kathy, before we hop onto this, we do have a generator. We don't have a full house generator, so we were able to keep our freezer, our refrigerator, and one little area of the house had power. So we were able to still charge devices and everything, but we couldn't shower and all that good stuff. So luckily my sister had power, so we could go to her house and kind of get showers and do all of the essential things. So all right, we'll go ahead and hop right on into it. So Kitty Kathy was saying riding Haunted Mansion and eating Dole Whips are your favorite thing to do, and that was on my list as well. The first thing was ride Haunted Mansion, and then as far as snacks go, absolutely get a Dole Whip is some of my favorite things to do at the park. I love Dole Whips. They're probably one of my favorite Disney snacks, and Haunted Mansion is also one of my favorite rides. I guess just for I think it's a good ride in general, but I also have a lot of memories tied to the ride from previous trips when we were kids. So totally agree with you there, Kitty Kathy. And Sophie the cat, you were saying you like a lot of rides, but always like to ride the Winnie the Pooh ride. Yes, because it's from your childhood. Yes, that's the same way with me with Haunted Mansion. So I totally agree with that. And get a Mickey ice cream bar every day. Yes, I will say I don't think I've actually ever had a Mickey ice cream bar before. I love their ice cream sandwiches, and I think I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago. My sister surprised me and got me some Mickey. Or did I say Mickey? Oh, yeah, ice cream bar. I meant she got me some ice cream sandwiches. So I love the cookies and cream ones, but I might have to try an ice cream bar next time we go down because I see a lot of people talk about them and they really like them. So, okay, we've got Janelle here. Ride Tron is your favorite right now. Yes, Tron officially opened yesterday. Janelle was there. There was all the merch, all the things. Tron is a really great ride. I'm glad that they have added it to Magic Kingdom. And hopefully, whenever we head down there on our next trip, we'll be able to check it out. But it's crazy that it's officially open, and I'm very, very happy about that for sure. Let's see. Yes, let me see. Let me see what we've got with the minion. Where do we have I think is it Baymax maybe you're looking at? Let me see. The cute kitty on the minion behind you. Is there a kitty somewhere that I'm missing? I've got so many Disney knickknacks. But it might be maybe you're looking at Baymax, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes, so Doofs, I'm excited to do this series. I think it'll be fun. And glad you guys are excited for it too. So yeah, let me know what you guys have been thinking about these discussion series. I of course love sharing my tips and tricks with you, but I've enjoyed this because I think it's a lot more interactive as far as the live streams go. Because I like hearing what you guys have to say instead of me just talking at you for the whole stream. But of course, I'm happy to do the tips and tricks as a live stream or just these discussions as a live stream, let me know. But Sophie the Cat, you went ahead and said talk about Hollywood Studios next week. So that is the park we're going to do. So thank you for sharing that or for choosing that. All right, Doofs, let's see what are your must do. Oh, seasonal treats. Yes, I really like that one. Dole Whip, of course. Shows and parades. Yes. Standard go-to rides. Gotcha. And the long line rides. So I agree with you there. I like the seasonal treats ones too. I have been enjoying a lot more snacks as far as whenever we go to Disney World now. We've been adding more treats to the list because in the past I would just kind of pack snacks because we went to the parks frequently living down there, wanted to save some money. But now that we get to go every so often, I've been trying more things, and the seasonal items are very, very fun as well. But I do get sad whenever they bring some seasonal items and then they leave for the season or whatnot. The one thing I'm really sad that is not there anymore is the 50th ice cream sandwich at Animal Kingdom. It's not there anymore because the 50th is over. But I've been hearing a lot of people talk about different treats or different sandwiches that are at the Animal Kingdom. I think Dino Bites maybe. There's like a strawberry and chocolate chip ice cream sandwich or something. So we'll have to save that for Animal Kingdom stream, but totally agree with you there, Doofs. Let's see. Spaceship Earth is an Epcot. Let me see. Not South. Not Animal Kingdom. Let me see. Did I read something wrong? I do love Spaceship Earth though. It is one of my favorites. As far as Epcot goes, I do really enjoy that ride. Let's see. So Doofs, you were saying, can't believe there was no dated merch only. Oh, so I did. I saw very little things about the merch, Doofs, but now that you say that, you're right. They didn't have any like April 4th merch. So that's interesting. I wonder because I think they've done that in the past, haven't they? So that's kind of interesting that they maybe in case they were changing the date, maybe that's why they didn't do actual dated merch, but I don't know. That's interesting. So let's see what other let's see some of my must-dos. What was the second one? Oh, okay. So I guess my favorites. Big Thunder Mountain is one of my favorite rides at Magic Kingdom. I think it is a really good thrill ride or coaster at the Disney parks. And the thing I like about it too is it's a very nice long coaster, and it doesn't usually have, compared to other rides, it doesn't usually have an intense or like a crazy long wait time. So for me, Big Thunder Mountain, if I'm wanting to go on a coaster, is one of my favorites to do when at Magic Kingdom. Let's see. Kitty Cathy used to the turkey leg until I found out that it was has enough sodium for 3 days. Yes. I have actually never had a turkey leg. My dad and I would always kind of we always thought they were interesting to have at the parks because it's so hot. It just seems like one of the last things you would want to have at a theme park, but I don't know. I'm thinking next time we go down to Disney World, I might have to try all of the like super popular kind of hyped up snacks that they have at the Disney parks. I think it would be an interesting video, but also I should just try them to have tried them before. So a turkey leg, as much as I don't know that I want to actually get one, we might have to for the next visit. I see a ton of people eat them though. A lot of people really enjoy them. So I was joking with my one friend. She's really into lounge flies, and they've been doing a lounge fly snack series for a while now. And we always joked, what would a turkey leg lounge fly look like? Because they've had like the waffle, the pretzel, the ice cream bar. I want to see an ice cream sandwich one. But what would a turkey leg one look like? I think it would be so interesting. Doofs, let's see. 50th treats. Keep an eye out for renamed treats. Okay, kind of like the violet lemonade at Flower and Garden, which I still have not tried, and that we're gonna have to try this next trip. Also Magic Kingdom at Tortuga Tavern called the Pirate Slush. All right, interesting, dudes. Oh, so they have it at Magic Kingdom. Oh well, there you go. I had no idea. Yeah, I see so much about that violet lemonade, and I need to try it because I have not before. Um, Oh, yes, Sophie the cat. In Magic Kingdom, we also like to pin trade on Main Street. Also love riding the mountain coasters. Yes, absolutely. That's one thing I would like to do more. I have so many pins. I should just bring them over here. I'm looking at them right now because I feel like we bring up pin trading a lot here in the lives. But I have so many pins from over the years or that were given to me or that we got at the parks. And I just have never taken the pins with me to actually do some pin trading, which we should in some future trips. But I'm glad that you've been able to pin trade because it is a lot of fun. Let's see. We've got an obsessed Rangers fan. Didn't necessarily have the best day at Magic Kingdom. Was raining about 40% of the time. I think I remember you telling me that in a previous live. But what would I do if I could go back on not a rainy day? I'll comment that. Let's see. Are you asking what you should do or what you would, if it wasn't rainy, what you would end up doing? Maybe some more outdoor coasters or something? Hey, Sapphire Goat, thanks for being here. We're talking our favorite things to do at Magic Kingdom. And I'm doing well today. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Let me know what you're up to. And if you have any favorite things to do at Magic Kingdom or things you would like to do, feel free to put them in the chat. All right, we'll go ahead. Let's see. Okay, the third one that I have, even though it has a really long wait time, like all the time, I really do enjoy Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It is one of my favorite rides. I think the theming is really great. As far as the coaster in general, I think it is very fun too. It's just a little bit shorter than I would like it to be, but I love all of the animatronics. I think the sounds are so fun, and the hills are also really fun too on the ride. But one thing that I have thought about too is what if the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was like the length and the thrills of Big Thunder Mountain? Can you imagine how hyped that ride would be? I feel like that line would be incredibly long all the time because it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is already long as it is for the length that it is. If it was longer, I couldn't even imagine it. It would be so popular, but I think they do a really good job or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I think is a really fun ride. Must do in my opinion, but definitely rope drop it or do it during fireworks or something like that. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry. Kitty Cathy, yes, finding hidden Mickeys. I love hidden Mickeys. I do have a hidden Mickey guidebook that I've used a couple of times in the parks, and honestly, I should use it more often to find some other hidden Mickeys, but I'm always on the lookout for ones whenever I'm in the park. I think whenever I first started going to Disney World and I was hearing about these hidden Mickeys, I thought to myself, I don't know how I'm ever going to find one. Like, I don't know what these people are looking for. I don't know what they look like. What am I even looking for? But once you find one or start to know what to look for where around the parks, I swear they're like they'll just start jumping out at you, which is what's happened to me at least. So maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I agree with you, Kitty Cathy. I love hidden Mickeys and finding them. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Sapphire Goat, if you used Genie Plus, do you think I would still have to do it really early? I don't think so. If you're talking about Seven Doors Mine Train, I think if you have Genie Plus, that's probably the way to go for it, because you could easily hop on it and the wait time is not nearly as long. If anybody else has any thoughts on that, feel free to share. But personally, I think if you have a spot on with the Genie Plus, you definitely would probably be able to get on it a little bit quicker than if you waited in the standby line. So that's my thoughts on that. But let me know. And honestly, to this day, I still have not used Genie Plus. It did go up in price. I think the other day people were saying it went up from, was it $25 to $35? I can't remember what the old price was, but it's up to $35 a day now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that though. Let's see. All right, so an obsessed Rangers fan. So is this what you would do if it was not raining at Magic Kingdom? Favorite ride at Magic Kingdom? Yes, Space Mountain. That's on my list too. Meet characters. Yes, ride Seven Doors Mine Train. Eat something good because I can get hungry like every 2 to 3 hours. And go to a parade and ride a calm ride. I love all of that. Those are all really good must-dos and favorite things to do at the park. So I 100% agree with all of those. So I did have Space Mountain as one of my favorites at Magic Kingdom. Meeting characters, yes, I have some of that on my list too. We talked about Seven Doors Mine Train. Let me see here what I have. What was I going to show? Oh, the one thing I was going to show as far as meeting characters, this is something that I just did last trip for the very first time, and that was visit the princesses at the Fairytale Hall behind the castle. This was really fun. I really enjoyed this. We saw Cinderella and Elena of Avalor. I had no idea who Elena was, so we were kind of looking up some details about her while we were in line, but I specifically wanted to go and meet Cinderella because I was wearing a Cinderella bound that day. But if you are going to Magic Kingdom, you've never been before, and you like to meet characters, there are a ton of characters at Magic Kingdom to meet. So Princess Fairytale Hall is just one place. Another place that's really fun is the Enchanted Tales with Belle, and also the Ariel's Grotto. You can meet Ariel. So, but they also have other meet and greets around, but I agree with all of those items on your list there. So that's what you would do if it wasn't raining. So hopefully next time you head back, you can have better weather. But we are coming into summer season now. So I was just looking at my list of videos that I've been wanting to make, and we're coming into some summer tip videos. And I'm just already thinking about all of the rain that we'll be experiencing whenever we head back down. Let's see. So, I know it's hard to predict Florida weather, but does it rain a lot in late October? I would say late October isn't too bad as far as rain goes. I guess it would just depend. I can't actually remember how long hurricane season goes for, but I think late October is usually pretty good. It's usually warmer, but not as humid, if I remember right. So I think you should be, of course, don't rule it out that it won't rain in Florida because you just never know. But as far as other times of the years, it's usually not as rainy as like the summer or other seasons. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay, Doofs. Price is dependent on day. The price fluctuates. In general, price continues to rise because they realize that more people are buying it. Yes, and value is going down. So I get that, Doofs. I guess I didn't realize, maybe I thought the individual lightning lane changed per day, but like I said, I have not used it yet, so that is probably why. Let's see, Sophie the cat, but off topic. Yeah, no problem. Have you ever ate at this restaurant in Wilderness Lodge? Not quite sure what the name of it is, but you can see Snow White, the Evil Queen, and the Seven Dwarfs. Of all of the character dining opportunities that are around Magic King or around Disney World, Artist Point is what you're thinking of. That is the one place that I've wanted to eat. I've heard really good things about it. I think Doofs have maybe eaten at it before. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they have. But I've heard really good things about it. I've heard the food is pretty good. And of course, all of the characters are so fun too. I think it would be so neat to go and eat there. Snow White's one of my favorite princesses. So I'm a little bit biased in why I want to do it, but I've heard good things. So if anybody else has any thoughts, feel free to put them in the chat here. But I've heard good things, Sophie the cat. Oh yes, Kitty Cathy. Let's see. Other favorite, look up at Cinderella Castle and pretend I will stay at the little room in there. Wouldn't that be so neat? I just saw somebody a lady on TikTok. She was talking about how she stayed in the suite for a night and she was talking about all the things that were included in the experience. And I just think that would be so cool. So I 100% agree. That would be probably my favorite thing to do if I could ever go there for sure. Dependent on the specific ride. Gotcha. Doofs. That makes sense. And yes, so Artist Point is so cool. So maybe we'll have to make a reservation for the next time because that's on my Disney bucket list. So, and the food is good. So that's good. And I have heard good things about Whispering Canyon too, but I've never eaten there. I've heard it's really like a fun experience, but also the food's good. So it seems like everything at Wilderness Lodge is pretty good. So can't go wrong there. Snow White is an OG princess and needs her own castle. That would be a really pretty castle too to have at the park. I really like her castle. So, yep, I agree with you there, Kitty Cathy. That would be cool. Let's see. Yes, we all agree. Okay, Sapphire Goat. Yes, you really want a Gideon's cookie when you go to Disney Springs. Want to go to World of Disney. You don't know if you're going to be able to control yourself from not buying everything. I 100% agree. When it comes to Disney Springs, my favorites are go to Gideon's and, of course, go to the World of Disney. I just love doing Disney shopping. Even if I'm not purchasing anything, I love looking at all of the merch. I think you guys have probably seen a lot of my shorts talking about the upcoming merch on Shop Disney. That kind of suffices until we can go down to the park and actually look at the merch. I love looking at it online, but I agree with you there, Sapphire Goat. I love checking out the merch at Shop Disney. It is tempting too. It is very tempting, especially when we get the annual pass discount. It can be tempting. So, okay, yes, that's right, Doofs. Only available for drawing contests, and sometimes they'll grab a family out of the park. Maybe I have heard that before. Wouldn't that be amazing? That really would be a memorable Disney trip if that were to happen. I know I heard that recently I realized or learned that the Grand Marshal is picked almost every day for the Magic Kingdom parades. But that would be insane if you were picked to stay in the castle. That would be so cool. All right, what other things do I have? Oh, as far as shopping goes, one of my favorite things is to shop in the Emporium at Magic Kingdom. Any of the stores I'll go shopping in, but I love going in the Emporium and I think it's called Uptown Jewelers right across the street. They have all of the Loungeflies. I love going to look at the Loungeflies and, of course, all of the fancier bags like Dooney and Burke and things like that. But yeah, those are some of my favorite things. Let's see. Sapphire Goat. This idea was something I didn't say in the Imagineer stream last week, but it would be cool if they added a small castle in the aerial water by the ride that they can make look big underwater. That would be, I see what you're saying. That would be super cool. That would be really neat. I wonder how they would do that. That would be a cool addition. I know over at the end of the ride, you can see a Steamboat Willie hidden Mickey, but it would be cool if they could incorporate that castle. That would be super cool, Sapphire Goat. That's a really good idea. Let's see. Hey there, welcome in. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. We are doing well today and talking about some of our favorite things to do at Magic Kingdom. So let us know if you have any things that you like to do. Let's see, what else did I have? So, of course, I had a ton of ride things because I love doing the rides at Magic Kingdom. I think we talked about Space Mountain. That is one of my favorites, too. As far as calm rides go, I do really love the People Mover. I like it because it's a good way to get off your feet, but also I love going around Tomorrowland and doing some people watching, looking at the rides. I love going on it whenever it's like sunset too. It gives a really good and beautiful view of the park. And just the view of Cinderella Castle is really fun as well. So doing the People Mover is very fun. And now that Tron is open, it was kind of fun seeing Tron be built and kind of the progression of the construction. But now it's open and you can see Tron launch all the time, which is really fun. What else do I have? Oh, another sort of calm ride that I really enjoy doing is the Carousel of Progress. I love Carousel of Progress. I know it's kind of a hit or miss for some people, but I really like it because I personally enjoy the show, but also it's a good AC break too. So you can kind of get off your feet and take a little bit of a break out of the sun for sure. So let's see. Sapphire Goat, this is a good question. Would Space Mountain be a good ride to use my first Genie Plus in the morning? I would say yes, it is. I'm trying to think of what I would say if you can do any of the most popular rides early in the morning, even if you have Genie Plus, because they will start to book up in the day too. It might be harder to get them. So I would say that Genie Plus or Space Mountain would be a good ride to start on. And then kind of stack the rest of your lightning lanes accordingly based on what rides you want to do. Maybe try to do more popular ones in the morning, and then during the middle of the day, kind of do some less popular ones because they may be more available, if that makes sense. So that would be kind of my strategy as far as Genie Plus goes if I were to use it. Yes, how did you forget about Tron? Yes. That's another thing you will do when you go back someday. Yes. Tron is so cool. It's officially open now. So there is the virtual line, but I saw a lot of people were able to get on, and it looked like a really good opening day yesterday. So it's officially open at Magic Kingdom. Oh yes, Doofs. Now that Tron is open, or now that the train is open, you must ride the full train loop. I love doing the train too. That was my last trip was the first time doing the train in forever. And the second time that I rode, they actually had a Tron launch whenever we were going underneath the tunnel. So that was super cool. So yeah, I hope you guys can check that out next time, Doofs. Was it not open last time? I'm trying to think of when you guys were there last, if it wasn't open. So yeah, was it not open when you guys were there last? And would not waste. Okay, so Doofs are saying, let's see here. Would not waste Genie Plus on early morning rides. You can typically get right in at rope drop. Yeah, so the wait times are definitely a lot lower and everything. So Doofs, so if you're saying don't use it in the morning, I'll have to, maybe next time we go down, maybe I'll have to try it just to get an idea of how it works. And so that way I can give better tips to you guys. But Doofs are right. As far as Space Mountain goes, if you get there early, if you have the early entry, you can get on very easily. But if you're going to be, if you're going to have the Genie Plus and you can get some lightning lanes, I would say maybe use it. But I guess it would depend on what you want to do with your day and which rides you're looking to get on. Okay, let me get my banners back in order here. Okay, let me see here. And oh, okay, so it was open. So you guys will have to do it next time you go. Another favorite thing, just take a minute to look around and admire all that we can see and do. Truly a sight. Yes, I love that, Kitty Kathy, and I'm glad that you brought that up because that's one thing I realized when I started going to the parks. I was so prone to just be running around trying to get to every ride that I could do. But I did realize that there's a lot going on around you that you might miss. There's a lot of hidden details, a lot of the, kind of architecture and sounds and everything that you miss whenever you're running around from ride to ride. So I definitely agree with that, whether it's going to get a bite to eat and just sitting down and looking, or going to get a snack and eating under, on a bench or something and just kind of looking around. Definitely agree with taking it in and just, appreciating that you're there and being present for the moment. So I agree with that, Kitty Kathy. That was a really good one. Oh, okay. So let's see. What do you think is the best to ride Peter Pan ride besides rope drop? I would say probably during fireworks or at the end of the night. That is one of the longest wait times that you'll experience when at Magic Kingdom. So I would say, yeah, during fireworks or late at the end of the night, or if you're wanting to get out of the sun and for whatever reason that's the ride that you want to do, that is the time that you could do it. But I don't know, Doofs, do you have any thoughts? But yeah, besides rope drop, I'd say probably the end of the night is a good one. And Doofs, you're saying here, longest ride queue longest ride queues. Yes, Dwarfs for sure, and Peter Pan. Usually whenever I do rope dropping, I either do Peter Pan or 7 Dwarfs to start my day out. last time I started the day with 7 dwarves one of the days, and then I started the day one of my second Magic Kingdom days, I started with Peter Pan and got right on. So, if that helps. Let's see, Sapphire Goat, kind of random question, but I saw your early entry card in some shorts, and I'm not sure how to get that at your resort. So the early entry card was given to me at the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista. So it is one of the official Disney World hotels. So if you're staying at any of the official Disney World hotels, that they also include early entry in your stay. So if you're staying there, I think it's the Drury. There's a couple of other hotels. So the reason why I had that was because I kind of wanted to show you guys that I had early entry, just so you knew that it was an option. But you can also get the early entry linked on your My Disney Experience app, so you don't necessarily have to have the card. But if you aren't able to get it linked onto your Magic Band or onto your account, then that's why the card would come in handy. So where are you staying for your trip, Sapphire Goat? But if you're staying at a Disney resort, I think you're automatically linked to have early entry. So I hope that was helpful in answering your question. Let's see. Yes. On the train loop, when it goes under Tron, they have a new special narration. It is absolutely hysterical. I'm trying to remember. I think I remember what it was. I know I have a video of it, so I'm gonna have to look back and rewatch it. Right now, Peter Pan is a 90-minute wait. I'm not surprised. Yesterday, I was creepy on wait times, and it was 120. And the Lightning Lane was like all the way back, not quite to PhilharMagic, but it was far back. Kitty Kathy, thank you for being here. We'll see you later. Thanks so much. Have a good night and enjoy this weather. What are some characters you can meet in Magic Kingdom, and what land can you find them in? This is a good question. So we'll go ahead. There's a lot of them. So when you first walk in Main Street, you can meet Mickey and Minnie at is it Town Hall? Or I can't remember what the name of it is. But as you first walk in, off to the right, you can meet Mickey and Minnie. Then Princess Fairytale Hall is where you can meet Tiana, Rapunzel, Cinderella, and Elena of Avalor. That's behind the castle. You can meet Belle at Enchanted Tales with Belle. That's still in Fantasyland. That's going back to the Ariel ride. And then you can meet Ariel at Ariel's Grotto, which is back by the Ariel ride. And still, is that considered Fantasyland? I think. In Tomorrowland, you can meet Buzz and Stitch. They kind of come out on stage. Who can we meet at Winnie the Pooh and Tigger? I think come out in Fantasyland too by the Winnie the Pooh ride. Where else I'm trying to think if there's anybody in Peter Pan comes out. Peter Pan and maybe Wendy come out by the Peter Pan ride. I'm sure people are putting in comments here too of where else you can meet people. But I'm trying to think Captain Jack Sparrow comes out by Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's an Adventureland. And let me know if there's anybody else I'm missing. I know there's probably a lot more because there's a lot of characters you can meet at Magic Kingdom. But those are just some to start. So at least you can put those on your list. Yes, I love creeping on the wait times. Okay. So yeah, we said Mickey, Pooh and Tigger. Yes, princesses. And yes, that is a very good point. Disney is crowded when the Barnstormer has a 45-minute wait. That is a very good point. Yep. Yes, you do. Absolutely. I know. Anytime they like Barnstormer, and as much as I love Ariel, anytime the Ariel ride has a long wait time, it's a busy, busy day there. So I hope that was helpful and answered some of your questions. Let me see. So we talked about Dole Whip. I will say the other thing that is my favorite is going to get ice cream at the ice cream or the Plaza ice cream shop on Main Street. Absolutely love it. It smells so good. That's probably why it entices me in there. And I usually get the Plaza ice cream sundae, and they have peanut butter sauce. I don't think they have it on their menu, but we got it our last trip, and I recommend getting peanut butter sauce and chocolate ice cream. It was so, so good. I think that's all that I have on my list of favorites. So yeah, PeopleMover. Yeah, I think that's all of my list of favorites to do at Magic Kingdom. Thank you, Doof. So this is the the official website for all of the official Disney partner, not to be confused with Good Neighbor Hotels. Yes, gotcha. So if anybody is curious with what official Disney World hotels are, feel free to check that link. They're all located very close to Disney Springs, which is very convenient. So feel free to check that out. And yes, Swan and Dolphin is also included. So I really like these hotels because sometimes they're a lot cheaper and they include the early entry. There's usually sometimes definitely check the one that you're planning on staying at, but they usually have some type of park transportation. So that has been a huge perk for the ones that I've stayed at. But look into it for sure for your specific one that you're looking at. So let's see, I'm going to throw up the final thoughts tab here. So thank you guys for sharing some of your favorite things to do at Magic Kingdom. If you have any other ones, feel free to put them in there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little chat tonight. Next week, we're going to be talking about Hollywood Studios. And feel free to let me know if you have any other ideas for future streams or if there's anything that you would like to know video-wise. We're coming into the summer. Disney World vacations are going to be kicking off here soon. So I'd be happy to help if you have any questions going into your Disney World vacation, or if you are just planning one in general. Feel free to put some of your comments or questions in the comment section below. I'd be happy to help you out. Oh, this is a good one, Sophie the Cat. What do you recommend getting at Casey's Corner on Main Street? So last trip was my first time going to Casey's Corner. I've heard the hot dogs are really good, but I did get the corn dog nuggets and I did enjoy those. So they weren't my favorite, but I will say I enjoyed them more than I thought that I would. So I know Doofs are going to be putting in their thoughts here. Footlong hot dog with Waltz chili. And okay, so Tia, and she loves the corn dog nuggets too. So yeah, I love the corn dog nuggets. We got the cheese to eat with it, but on TikTok, everybody was telling me that I should have eaten them with mustard. So next trip, we're going to have to try that out. But those are some things I recommend. They also have, I can't remember the name of it. It was like a silk, I think it was a silk pie. I don't know if it was a 50th anniversary treat, but there was this really good pie that they had there. So I have a short of it on the channel if you wanted to look at it, but that is what I recommend because that is what we've eaten before. Let's see. Oh, good. Yes. So Hollywood Studios is your favorite park. So you have a lot of things that you want to do there and some of your favorites. So I'm excited to hear what you have to say next week. And let's see. Okay, yes. So Sapphire Goat also read an article from All Ears that Genie Plus sold out. Yes. Record-breaking times yesterday. Glad you're not going over spring break time for sure. It's been really crazy with the opening of Tron and spring break and everything. Disney World has for sure been very, very crazy. And I've heard, I think today, maybe it was the post from yesterday that I saw today, but I don't know if today it sold out as well. So just absolutely crazy. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Doofs, I want to put this up here too. Be aware that any regular sized hot dog can be up to a foot long for only $1 to $2 more. That is awesome, Doofs. I love that. I'm gonna have to try the hot dogs next time I go because you've said a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of good things, so we might have to try it out. Oh, and today is sold out. Gotcha. Oh, Doofs, yes. And there's that Zoom magic shot in the hub. May forget about that. Yes, I do love the Super Zoom one. We did the one day that we did a 4-part challenge when I was down at the parks. We did each of the Super Zooms in each of the parks, so that was really cool to check out. But I do love the Magic Kingdom one because the castle view is very, very fun. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I'm excited to chat about Hollywood Studio stuff next week. So if you're new here or if you are returning, feel free to join us next week at Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'd love to see you guys there. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we will see you in the next video or live stream. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.